Hey everyone, bright and early. This is Nan again at DHK Rescue in Milan, Michigan, and I'm going to finish up our yogurt making the country way. Today I'm going to change the yogurt that we made yesterday into Greek yogurt my way. So I made a video earlier and the battery again was low on my recorder, so I have to start from where I'm at now because unfortunately that's all gone. So I'll show you what I did so far. As you remember, we made 3 gallons of milk yogurt, whole milk yogurt, and you'll see like a layer of fat at the top. That's what I want. I want thick yogurt. I don't want low fat, runny, slimy yogurt because I can't tolerate it. But luckily I have my own cow and I'm able to get it. If you can't, remember, look up raw milk in your area. There's co-ops all over the place. And you can rent a cow and get your milk that way. It's a little bit more expensive, but the health benefits are so worth it. I have rheumatoid arthritis real bad. In fact, I was just in the hospital the other day. But I am improving, believe it or not, since I got this cow. And another thing I've noticed with the enzymes and the great bacteria in this yogurt that I've been pounding down this winter, everybody around me has had the flu, both types, and they've been tested. And I have had, contact with all of them. My son's been crouping. Everybody around me is sick. And thank you, God, I am not sick yet. And I hope I don't. But being in the hospital setting alone for that week, exposes me. So I feel pretty lucky right now and I really swear by my yogurt. But anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, you're probably wondering, what is this? Well, this is my favorite bread bowl. I've had it about 30 years. It's really deep. In fact, see, that's a quart-sized ball jar inside there and a colander with some butter muslin. Now, the butter muslin I purchased from Lehman's in Ohio. It's Lehmans. And it was pretty reasonable, and they shipped like overnight. So I thought I'd give them a little plug for that. Great service. But anyway, I've had this forever now, and I've used it so many times. It's fantastic. What you do to save it, so you don't have to keep buying it over and over again, is you rinse it out really well. You can even boil it in a pot of hot water and wring it out and put it in a little zippy and put it into the fridge right next to your yogurt. And every time you use it, you kind of go through the same thing again. You kind of boil it or put very, very hot water on it, wring it out, and there you go. You have your muslin again. And you smell it. Make sure it smells very clean. You want to make sure everything is very, very clean, because as well as you can grow the good bacteria, the bad stuff can creep in on you too and ruin your whole batch. You don't want that. But the whole idea here is I've put a gallon of my yogurt, 2 of the jars, into this little apparatus, and it's dripping off a liquid called whey, W-H-E-Y. It looks like this. And it's full of protein and all kinds of enzymes and bacteria, but that's what makes your yogurt a little bit loose. Now I've done this, I think it's been dripping for about 5 minutes now. If I can wiggle it a little bit, you'll see all the liquid down there. Let's see if I can get a little closer. But you can see it's just dripping off of there. That's what we want. And so the idea is to get the yogurt as dry as we can without it becoming cheese. So you have to keep an eye on it. I would say maybe an hour. I'm going to come down, check on it again, and then we're going to see how it's looking. Usually I go about 3 hours, and I have the consistency that I like. I don't like really slimy yogurt. I can't tolerate it. So let's come back and check on this in a little while, and I'm sure I can feed that whey over here to the cats outside, my barn managers, and we run a rescue, so they're always very happy to see the whey coming to their food dish. They love it, and it's really healthy for them. My oldest cat out there is 22 years old, and they do have heated water, and they have, heated barn, and they have friends out there like my horses that are really happy to see me come out and give them treats. So anyway, it's also good for the chickens actually, but I find my chickens make a little bit of a mess when I give it to them. So the cats, they win over. But we'll come back and we'll check it out in a couple hours, maybe hour and a half, and let's see what we've got.